find some peace of mind. Hope the night was worth your time. Threw my heart away. We won't see another day. We both know the score. We've been here once before. So many words unspoken. You took my heart, it's already broken. You don't have to wait. I can take the pain. I will surrender. Let me go. It's a new adventure. On the new adventure. You'll find me dancing on my own. Nowhere to be, nowhere to go. In the rhythm, I don't think of you. Don't call me up when you're feeling blue. You'll find me dancing on my own. Nowhere to be, nowhere to go. In the rhythm, I don't think of you. Let me go. It's a new adventure. On the new adventure. Blue, the feeling behind my eyes. You stood out 'cause you were in red. Then, against my intentions, I let you turn me violet instead.
Hello everyone, welcome back for Game Changers Academy. This is the playoffs, the top 8, and if you weren't watching before, Misfits Black won their map pick 14-12. It was an overtime and it was a very, very close matchup right there. A very, very close battle between both teams. Dart Monkeys, they did put up a fight, but Misfits Black did come out on top. Now we're going into the second map, which will be Dart Monkeys map pick. What are your thoughts now, Jojo?
Yeah, so it is going to be Breeze, which is Dart Monkey's map pick based on the stats for Breeze. I think Dart Monkeys has a pretty good win rate on it. Yeah, 60%, and they've played it quite a few times. So my thinking is that they are comfortable on this map. They wanted to pick it first in case they did lose that initial map, which is what happened. So they have to figure out what to do on their map pick in order to force us onto that third map. And on the side of Misfits Black, you got to be thinking about what went right in all of those rounds you won, because it was still a very, very close scoreline. You do not want to repeat that on yet another map. It does cause a little bit of fatigue and some nerves, lots of pressure as well. So we are going to go into agent select to see what these two teams opt for in terms of a composition on Breeze. Definitely Viper coming out again from SK. Oh, actually Grimoire going for that Viper pick. Very, very interesting switch up. What are your thoughts, Priya?
Well, Grimoire is that main controller of the side of Dart Monkeys, so it's definitely expectation, especially for Breeze, because Viper is usually that main controller you have for Breeze, and you don't typically see a double controller setup. Composition. So no surprises here for the composition. It's a pretty stock standard composition coming out from Dart Monkeys, and same for the side of Misfits Black. I do like seeing, instead of a Sky, you see Slandy going on to that. I am having an absolute stroke right now with with that KO, with the ability to really suppress and delay pushes coming out from the side of Dart Monkeys. So it will be interesting to see the difference between the KO and Sky, and how either initiator has that kind of impact, as SK on the Sky is more of a burst style, a little bit of information gathering, whereas with the KO you have those flashes, that suppression blade to use for information, as well as recons from both sides having a Sova. But Trailblazer will clear out the B side, and Ibanez will be playing behind her wall and actually gets shot down to 50 HP. And it's actually going to be a very fast push island there, making sure Ibanez does not stay alive on the defense, and that is looking very rough. There goes the Misfits Black controller for the retake.
Oh, and Bunny B with another headshot with that headhunter. Absolutely on point with the chamber pick. Autumn being aggressive, pushing out, taking Slandy by surprise. 29 HP on Lex. Oh my gosh, I thought for sure that was going to be it for Lex, but she's able to stay alive. Katie now actually on site, but Autumn hearing all of the stomping. Lex takes one down, but it doesn't last. Dart Monkeys winning their first pistol round. What a surprise from them, pulling out their aggressiveness yet again. I think that's something they were maybe lacking on Haven, but it's nice to see it work out in their favor for another map.
Yeah, this is Dart Monkey's map pick, so I believe there would be a bit more practiced on this, especially with this team composition as well. So it was a fast take onto the B side, and it was that pistol win, which you really need, especially it's just so pivotal, every single pistol win that you get. And Vanina will be pushing towards Hawes there. A 3-man push actually from Misfits Black into Hawes, but it's looking like Dart Monkeys are rotating very fast towards the B site, knowing that possibly there would be a peek from Hawes coming out, and it will be all up to Ibanez once again to defend the B site.
Ibanez has that shorty in hand, but the Trailblazer comes out first island with a quick flick. Decayed to 1 HP, but it doesn't matter. The spike is going to get planted, and yet again, Misfits Black forced to retake with 4 players standing only. Vernina having Headhunter in hand. Wait a minute, Bunny doesn't check this out. Oh, wow, Grimoire there to support, though, and Slandy falls in backside. Black's classic in hand as the duelist player, clearly needing to lead the pack onto site, but Autumn and Island,
1 enemy remaining.
Crossfiring this, Autumn and Grimoire, and finally Bunny. True team effort from Dart Monkeys, securing that second round, and they're going to be able to keep all of those guns and fully bonus on round 3, while Misfits Black going to be on rifles.
I was gonna say they may not expect the 3-man flank. They have done it beforehand, but unfortunately they had lesser guns, just classics and headhunters, so they don't really get any value out of that. Vanina will be playing this elevated position on top of Pyramid, and she may be able to catch one off, but it's looking like Dart Monkeys are instead going towards the B site, the tried and true, and Ibanez looking to maybe defend it. She is going to actually rotate around with Slandy to push elbow, and this actually might catch Dart Monkeys off guard. Viper Wall does stop that push, does the decay slash a little bit, and the very fast flank might actually come out on top, but Grimline is in a beautiful position here, very deep. She does get one, but it is traded out by Ibanez.
Last player standing.
And it is going to be still a spray down from Dart Monkeys as soon as they have planted. Feels like the round is completely over except for Lex. If she has something to say about it, tapping the spike, and SK very, very far away. SK has to trust that Lex is not sticking this. Cloudburst coming out, trying to protect it, and the stick is coming through from Lex. Oh no! SK unable to connect with the headshot, and it's a clutch from Lex. Misfits Black winning that round, but losing all of their players in the process except for Lex. That is one Vandal being able to maintain Misfits Black economy in this next round. Look at Dart Monkeys, though. They are absolutely fine, buying full shields, full rifles Vernina forced to use that Marshall, and Lex, I think, is going for Blade Storm this early on.
Lex does win the round, but kind of at what cost? It was a full gun round, and Dark Monkeys were playing with a bonus, so they're kind of happy to win or lose the round. They'll be fine in the next one. Lex will pop this Blade Storm, and she has to find some value. She will peek out towards mid and won't see anyone just yet. The Trailblazer will push onto the A site, but gets destroyed immediately. And it's a bit of a standstill here. Dark Monkeys looking to rotate on the A site. A full 5-man push, possibly, as they haven't really found too much players playing in mid or B. And this take is going to be instant. They haven't put the wall down. The wall does go through, kind of confirming this push. The drone and also the guiding light. There's too many things to shoot at, and Bunny B capitalizes off all this utility. They will push towards. Oh no, this is a beautiful lurk coming out from Grimwall, shooting Katie in the back of the head. Huge lurk right there, making this a 2v4 situation. Make that a 4v1. Grimwall looking to close things out. SK there, closing things out 3-1 now. Dark Monkeys are slowly rolling in this momentum.
They most definitely are. I think Misfits Black, now that they're forced onto another full save, are kind of stuck in that cycle where they somehow have to win a full buy and win it decisively, where they're maintaining the possession of those rifles into the next round. The one thing that they maybe have in their favor is that they're on defense here. They've got some shorties in hand, and if they are even able to steal one gun, that could change the momentum of the round. Katie, seeing Island's peak down halls, fires one share of shot, but it is not enough to get a kill. But look at all of this presence in halls. You see members of Dark Monkeys expecting it, but are they going to be holding this peak? Few shots being fired by Island, no full kills yet, some wallbang headshots, and Seekers invested into halls. Kind of an interesting decision. Lots of players falling, but Vernina able to run away with 26 HP. Not much that Misfits Black can do now. Dark Monkeys quickly taking site, going to be planning very soon as well. Now the retake has to happen. Bunny finding Vernina after Vernina escaped.
SK with the classic and a dream, actually taking down Grimwall. Just spamming, crouch spraying, hoping for the best, and actually does take one down. Ibanez does have a sheriff and a dream, and in this 1v4, hopefully she can really do it. Something, but SK coming out with 3 ult orbs, basically. 1-4 now. And Dark Monkeys, they have so many ults to use into these rounds. They've just been slowly building up their ultimate economy to just burst out onto side. And Misfits Black, it's looking kind of rough for them.
It really, really is. I don't know if they were expecting this from Dark Monkeys, at least this early on. And now look at Dark Monkeys. They have 4 ultimates ready. The only ultimate is for Slandy on the side of Misfits Black. It's going to be that null command, but Lex trying to do something with this operator. Hunter's Fury actually invested, and the first shot does connect for Lex on the island. Bunny Bee quickly trading it out, though. Gonna pick up that operator for themselves, and they're going to be able to hold this post plant down. Slandy investing the null command. That is the only thing keeping them alive right now after that operator shot. Bunny still being a menace with it. Spike yet to go down, though. This is a very, very delayed plant from Dark Monkeys. So much invested, and now Viper's Pit in play. Katie looking around, attempting to figure out how to retake this site. Bringing it with the operator. That's not great for retake.
Exactly, and the Viper's Pit isn't actually covering the spike at the moment, and a counter Viper's Pit will be pulled through. Oh, but the timing from SK oh, that was a bit rough, but SK does actually hit the final shot. She's nodding. The observer definitely caught that, but Dark Monkeys 5-1 now. It was an interesting Viper's Pit coming out from there because it wasn't covering the spike, and maybe that was just a something they planned to do as well, just to make sure they have all eyes on the spike. No one can sit there and defuse with that counter Viper ult, and once again, Misfits Black are forced into another save again and again. 3 marshals on the board to maybe hold things together, and it's going to be a push, a defensive push coming out from Misfits Black on the B side, but and the A side as well. But it does get caught by Bunny B holding with this operator. The press actually doesn't catch Bunny B at all. Vanina pushing very far, but gets caught out. Is going to just fall back with shots towards her.
Oh, some shots being fired at that drone. Slanty is spotted in this backside location. Seeker is invested, but because of that fragment grenade, no push is going to be possible. It doesn't matter though. Island dashing over and getting the initial pick onto Katie. It's still Slanty backside though. They have to commit to that kill, and Grimoire finally steals it away. Plant is faster this time. That's looking good for Dart Monkeys. Nabana's in backside, teammate nowhere near them. They're not going to be able to work together to retake this with the 2v5 attempt. Island spotting out where Vernina is hiding, but Grimoire not letting Vernina get too far onto site, and no hope of the defuse. Misfits Black with just 1 on the board. They're back to another full buy, and this is a timeout being called by them. I don't know what they're going to be talking about here. Dart Monkeys seems to completely be dominating at least their attack half on Breeze. What can Misfits Black possibly do to combat this aggression from Dart Monkeys?
Yeah, Misfits Black have been looking very disconnected as a team. They haven't really been building up their ultimates to use together for any kind of retake or anything. They've just been using an ultimate here and there to maybe stop the push, but Dart Monkeys have been very, very aggressive, and they've just been saving basically all their util for a complete exec onto site, overwhelming whoever is playing on site, and it's left Misfits Black in a kind of a deficit in most rounds here. So I'm looking to possibly see if Misfits Black decide to play that retake style, as they were doing really well on Haven for quite a couple of rounds. So maybe if they actually build up their economies, they can save things up for a full retake to maybe gain some kind of ground, gain some kind of momentum, because they've really been falling behind round after round after losing 1 player at the very beginning of each round.
Exactly, but either way, Misfits Black has to make something happen very, very soon. Dart Monkeys with that 5-round lead. It's going to be hard to catch up in a second here, and now Lex activating that dash, taking some control in mid. Vernina with Tour de Force in hand, also being aggressive, and this is definitely a different play from Misfits Black. SK still with the opening pick though. Vernina's Tour de Force makes no impact whatsoever on the round. Katie fully pushing out of B. This is a great positioning for her, considering that spike is going to be rotating in that direction.
Will she get checked?
Do they clear it out? Bunny seeing Lex, but dropping down, and oh no!
Okay. The trades do come through, evening things up 3-2 now. But that was a beautiful bait coming out from Slandy. The Trailblazer distracting everyone from Dart Monkeys. There was a chance that she could possibly get a little more value in that position, but Slandy going absolutely huge with a 3K. But Autumn cleans things up with a Phantom and a 2K in hand, keeping Dart Monkeys in the very dominant lead. And to actually force Misfits Black in once again. Another save here. Oh, actually a bit of a force, maybe? A little bit of a force, but mostly a save. But talking about that round, that was beautiful positioning coming out. Slandy, not Slandy, SK with the Trailblazer almost distracting the entirety of Misfits Black, but it actually didn't actually fall in their favor with the lesser weaponry as well. But now it's going to be another full push onto the A site, and it's actually an A site stack here. Two playing so close, but the blinds come through, and the shotgun in the corner can only do so much. The shock darts as well do so much damage. Actually, the Bucky doing a little bit of value. Grimoire gets scanned though, and Dart Monkeys recover. It was a bit rough, but Dart Monkeys do lose a little bit of health, but the regrowth comes through, and it's all up to KDO with the Sheriff.
Sometimes it is those rat plays that do end up working in your favor, but Grimoire with the 4K. I mean, when you look at this team, Dart Monkeys, Autumn, and Grimoire, they're not duelists. They're a controller and an initiator, and they are absolutely popping off. 12-3, 10-2. I am, astounded by those KDAs in Autumn. Their ability to collect those last couple kills, the clutch ability, I think, has been great for Dart Monkeys to maintain their prominence in this half specifically. Now Lex with the operator, smoked off in mid, denied the peek. There is someone there. It's gonna be Island, and Island is unaware. They're gonna get taken down. Lex and Ibanez double opping? Okay, that's an interesting strategy. Seems to be working in their favor so far. SK attempting to aggress down into B site. Spike in hand. Wants to snag this orb and pop Seekers to get them onto site. And no one is holding close enough to stop them. But a retake is very instrumental for Misfits Black. This pit is invested. Spike has been planted. Now this Hunter's Fury does hit one. SK and Grimoire with 1 kill each. That does even outnumber, so somehow Dart Monkeys are still in this one. Trailblazer spotting out at least one player in backside there. Grimoire has to be very, very careful. Lex, Bladestorm lurking around, getting one.
Player standing.
Oh, the flank. Taking down the Bladestorm.
Grimoire looking to play those lineups as well to really finish things off, and KDO actually knows. KDO is very aware of this and actually takes down Grimoire, but she's wasted enough time just chasing her. Misfits Black once again losing another round. It's 1-9, Jojo. It's 1-9. Dart Monkeys, we can definitely see that why this is their map pick. They're very, very dominant on this map, and it looks like they understand how to play it. They wait to waste Misfits Black util possibly, and they just full exec onto the A site, onto the B site, using that double op as well. The double op possibly didn't actually do too much. Actually, it is viable on Icebox. It's the most viable map. I mean, not Icebox, Breeze, but it is the most viable map for it. But 2 ops is and losing 2 of them is a huge economical disadvantage now after losing both. Now, a little bit of fighting towards mid, but no one really gets hit too much. Misfits Black will push heavily towards elbow. That's information gathered there that they are not towards the B site, and they're actually indeed going A. Island opening up double. What? Bunny B? Bunny B? Bunny B got a collateral? Where did she get it? Was that default?
Gosh, I have no idea, but it doesn't matter. Bunny B popping off with that operator. I feel like everyone on the side of Dart Monkeys is absolutely holding their own. We see all of the kills so close for them, and now that Misfits Black again is on more or less of a force. It's gonna be kind of scary for Misfits Black as this match continues to run away from them. Dart Monkeys on full buys again, still with an operator on their team. SK wanting to clear out as much B site as she can. There's 2 players there, never mind, as Island takes down Bernina. Just 1 player left, and Katie cannot quick scope fast enough. Autumn running on, getting that headshot as well. Spike is going to be planted, and Misfits Black forced to plate for retake yet again. With numbers disadvantaged, Dart Monkey simply has to hold this well. Isla with that Blade Storm preparing. Oh, he gets the headshot on the leg. That is absolutely disgusting. Viper's Pit invested, but quickly taken down, and Isla wanting more kills with that Blaze Storm, securing the 3K. Dart Monkeys on 11. I mean, what is going on right now? Dart Monkeys needs 2 more in their defensive half, and that is really where they shone on Haven.
Yeah, exactly. Dart Monkeys, they did really, really well working together on defense, but also attack as well. They were able to recover quite well. Misfits Black haven't really been able to gain any kind of momentum in this map, and that's because Dart Monkeys are completely controlling the pace, no matter what. Misfits Black, they were trying to get a little bit of defensive aggression. Not Dart Monkeys, Misfits were trying to show a bit of defensive aggression, but it was always caught out by Dart Monkeys. They're able to constantly control the pace and actually read Misfits Black completely. But a fast take onto the A side, mid-A split Lex taking down Island. The other duelist Grimoire does actually trade things out at the very least, and a very deep take into CT for Dart Monkeys, but it's a 3v3 as things recover and slow things down. But Katie does peek out, gets one. Slandy with the flash his own teammate, unfortunately, but Katie is all good. She waits for the flash to go off and shoots with the headshot. Slandy there to close things out, and this is the round they needed to win here. That was the pistol round. They're looking to force and gain any kind of momentum in this map.
I don't know what Grimoire was doing there, but dropping your gun and just swinging your knife is something you can only do when you're 10 rounds up. Misfits Black, even after winning that pistol round and even after winning this round, have a long way to go. Dart Monkeys, we've seen them win Thrifties in the past. They seem to be stacking up on A, whereas Misfits Black has actually chosen to aggress down elbow and likely go towards B. Bunny noticing all of that presence, communicating to their team, and oh my gosh, what is that? Priya,
Go off?
I don't...
That's what you want out of your chamber, to actually hit headshots with a headhunter, and heads she does fine, but Autumn with this flank position actually takes one down, helping even things up a little bit, but Katie is very aware of her position. Lex with pretty prime position there, evening things up just a little more. Now it's a 2v1 situation. Katie has to recover things, but Grimoire with the peek and guiding light as well. Support from SK brings Dart Monkeys into match point.
I don't even know what to say. We can't even talk about gun advantage and disadvantage anymore when it comes to Dart Monkeys, because they just won all these 30 rounds, and we're like, we look dumb saying that they're about to lose this. But, I mean, yes, match point for Dart Monkeys. Misfits Black, not on the greatest buy. Marshall Guardian, and I thought I saw an operator for a second for Dart Monkeys, but they're just going to go ahead and upgrade to full rifles, full shields. No ultimates for Misfits Black to utilize. They're just gonna have to outplay Dart Monkeys, and if history is proven true again, that is not gonna happen. But we shall see as Slandy makes their way down into Halls. Autumn thinking about swinging it out, but Island getting that first pick. Grimoire quickly securing a 2K. Katie with that Marshall has to make something work. Grimoire being a menace, finally taken down by Ibanez, and they're Oblivion. Now with this drone quickly spotting out Ibanez. The headshots are good, but they're not enough. We're going to map 3, and that was far more of a victory for Dart Monkeys than map 1 was for Misfits Black.
That definitely was. That was such a dominant map there from Dart Monkeys. But we do know that Misfits Black, they haven't really been a team, a full team together for very long. So their map pool is a much smaller in comparison to Dart Monkeys, who's had 2.5 months to practice together and gain more of that map pool advantage. So you can see that's that Breeze is definitely a practice map, and Misfits Black does need to practice a bit more. But such a huge showing there for Dart Monkeys, and a big congratulations for winning that second map. And we are going into the cider, Jojo.
Yeah, but you know what? Our players are tired. We're tired. We're going to call it a tie. Absolutely not. We are going to be going to map 3 to see who is actually going to come out on top. Will it be our reigning champions, Dart Monkeys, to continue into tomorrow's games, or will it be Misfits Black to finally dethrone them? Stick around. It's going to be our final matchup of the night, and I think we're in for a treat. See you soon.
Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I were safe and sound. Can we just slow down? And we just waste another day. I'm on my way. You say you need a change, you feel that you need it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time. Buying things online, it's not like we need them. Safe and sound. You hurt me, you did, several times. It hurts to admit that we're no different. I find it hard to commit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is our final map of the night. It feels like a journey and a half to this point. We are going to be heading over to Ascent after seeing the matchup between Misfits Black and Dart Monkeys on both Haven and Breeze. Ascent is where everything is going to be decided for who makes our semifinal matchup tomorrow. Priya, it has been a long best of three. We went into overtime, and then Breeze was just a stomp from Dart Monkeys. What are you thinking in terms of map 3?
Ascent is one of the most played maps for most teams, so I'm looking to see maybe a very close game once again, but it is depending on what map pools that Misfits Black have really gone over, because they've only been a team for only a small period of time with the roster changes, and they're looking to synergize together, and it'll take time to synergize as well. This is perfect experience, and this is the perfect time to actually try things out, figure out what works and what doesn't. So we'll see maybe a very close map. We did get a very close first map, 14-12, but the next map was super dominant from Dart Monkeys. They went 13-1, was it? 13-2?
Yeah, 13-2, I believe. So we're gonna head over, see what these two teams are thinking on Ascent. Vernina on the Killjoy. That is a great pick on Ascent, specifically for B-Site. SK joining that Killjoy pick. There's a chance that we're going to see mirror compositions depending on who Bunny B decides to lock in. Oh, not again. The Yoru hover, I absolutely cannot. Maybe we're going to get the KO though, and that would mean a mirror composition, and we do. So gonna be the same exact agents on both sides of the screen. Omen kind of making his way back into the meta on maps like Ascent, and always the standard initiator sentinels are going to be that Sova and Killjoy. I always love to see the KO being played though as one of our newer agents in the game, and how these two teams are going to play against one another with the same agents.
Yeah, this has become more of the standard kind of composition for quite a lot of teams, especially at the tier 1 level. So we get to see just that mirror composition to see which team can play together as best as they can, and this is perfect for the decider as well. And having this miracle composition will be up to how well these players can really trade each other off and how they can put their utility together. And already going into things, it's going to look like a very heavy stack onto the A side, or maybe a bit of a fake, a lot of noise pushing towards A and then rotating very quickly towards B.
That is definitely a possibility, but as of right now, there's been a lot of utility thrown instantly onto A site. We do see that 0-point knife coming out. Lex still holding strong and now actually going to be pushing out on A. Going to come face to face with at least one. Going to be Bunny falling first. Grimoire quickly trading it out, but Autumn in trouble, having to jump away from Katie's ghost shots. And it's actually SK getting the double headshot, but all of the members of Dart Monkeys, except for one, are on low HP. That means Island, the only one full HP, has to make this work. Even a little bit of a touch from that shorty. Abanez collecting the kill, but Grimoire, despite being on low health, getting those final 2 rounds. And Dart Monkeys, this is the Dart Monkeys we know and love, aggressing onto that site, and their ability to just hold it down against any retake attempt.
I love how disciplined they played. They played pretty far back once they realized that Misfits were actually pushing A main, and they punished that that over-aggression from Misfits Black, the paranoia not really hitting anyone, and actually was punished very fast from Dart Monkeys. So I like to see that recovery coming out from them when Misfits Black did have the player advantage at the very beginning of the round. But once again, it is anti-eco, and they push quite fast onto the A side, and it's going to be a full retake, a 5v5 at that.
5v5, but Misfits Black only on pistols, and with a site as large as A site on Ascent is, it'll be a little bit hard with these shorties. Abanez having to dedicate lots of those shots to just simply breaking down the door. Now thinking about swinging out on it, but with no awareness of where these players are playing at. 9 bullets for SK. Oh my gosh, an absolute rundown from Dart Monkeys. A team ace round, and as we mentioned in the previous maps, they have great synergy. They love playing as a team, and that just proves it right there with the team ace. Misfits Black, though, with a chance to stop that momentum, and that's something that they failed to do on Breeze, so they have to do it right now.
Yeah, exactly, and winning this bonus would be absolutely huge for Dart Monkeys to continue on that momentum, and it's going to be a very, I think, a fast exit onto the A side. The paranoia going to blind Slandy immediately, but she isn't actually going to throw, yep, she throws the fragment grenade to stop any kind of push, but they push right through. Her hesitation of the fragment grenade actually went in the favor of Dart Monkeys and actually helped them out quite a bit. And she threw it a little bit too late. The flash comes through to re-clear Tree, and my god, what a take from Dart Monkeys. Now it's a 3v2, a bit of aggression into Tree, and Lex is there to recover. It's a 1v2 now. 2 players of Misfits Black are playing in the Hell side. Island is going to run out of her tailwind, and SK actually over peaks. And Lex now has 3k, has to get the diffusion. Actually, is she going to hold it? She has that beautiful reaction time. Lex with a 4k to clutch things out for Misfits Black.
This is what we saw on Breeze. I'm going to take you guys back. As soon as Misfits Black were able to full buy, they won that subsequent round, but at an insane cost. And that is what we saw again with the last player alive down to 2 HP, just 1 rifle being brought in to this round. Look at Dart Monkeys. They are sitting pretty, full shields, full rifles. it's going to be very, very hard for Misfits Black to stop this push with their worst guns. But if they can manage to get some in their hands and kind of swap out those guns, there is a chance that they will take this and even out that scoreboard. Island wanting to get aggressive early on, spots out Ibanez on site, but it's actually the judge that makes it work.
Enemy remaining.
Everything going wrong for Dart Monkeys. 5 bullets in the chamber for Ibanez. SK stuck on lane. Nothing that she can really do here. Could not isolate the 1v1s, and Vernina shutting it down. Misfits Black, what a round.
What a round indeed. Lex having that clutch, helping the momentum go in the hands of Misfits Black. And we've seen them when they can roll with that momentum if it's in their hands, but if it's in Dart Monkey's hands, we see them roll with the momentum, get rounds and rounds ahead of themselves, and we may see that similar pattern coming out into this game. A little bit of a back and forth, but as Dart Monkeys have a full stack on the B side. They have lesser weapons, but they're actually going to invest the null command and the blade storm as well. That 0 point is going to detect 2 in towards market, and it's a full push onto the B side. But they do have lesser weapons, so will they be able to hold in the post plant?
I love this investment of that lockdown. It is absolutely brilliant. Misfits Black, the spike is ticking down and they need to commence their retake. The lockdown is absolutely denying that. It doesn't catch anyone, but all the time that Dart Monkeys was able to gain with it is going to be very, very beneficial as this round continues. All players from Dart Monkeys are playing on site. They are absolutely ready to die with the spike. That is the first pick for Katie. That's a second one, actually. Dart Monkeys could not hold the site even with all 5 players on it.
That recon from Misfits was absolutely huge, detecting I think 3 or 4 players, scanning them, and when you're on the B side, you know how wall bangable it is. It is a Sova's playground, and in Ibanez, detecting so many people at once, they were able to wallbang, they were able to push onto site with so much pressure from all angles. Someone had to destroy that recon, and unfortunately no one did, and it was actually their downfall. They did have lesser weapons, but so much was invested in that round. We had that null command, we had the lockdown as well, and unfortunately, they weren't able to win it out. Lex is aggressively peeking in mid, but Island has made their way up towards this fridge area. Lex will expend the dash, not able to use it, but Misfits Black do have a lockdown and also a null command to use into the retake possibly, or a denial of plant, but they are playing very, very slowly. They're playing super, super disciplined right now. And Dart Monkeys, with 1 minute left, will make their way towards A.
That spike is alone, more or less, in A main. Island getting that first pick onto Lex, and that is a huge pick because that was the only player for Misfits Black holding out in mid. Katie holding tree, though. Slandy getting the pick onto SK, and now the opposing lockdown is invested to stop any pushes onto A. It does seem like Bunny and company still want to go here. This is very, very...
What?
Wait, did they just not see the lockdown? I'm not exactly sure why they continued to push. I think they were trying to destroy it, but between that alarm bot and 2 players in tree, that just was not about to happen. Completely blind Vernina, still getting the pick onto Island, and suddenly everything is down. Grimoire spike is planted, so it is possible, but the double peek denies that from happening. Ivana is going to be able to resurrect Slandy out of the null command and still stick this defuse for Misfits Black.
I do like the idea from Dart Monkeys, actually. They were, they pushed past that lockdown that was put down by Misfits Black, and they found that little pocket that was the backside area that wasn't actually being blocked at all. But on the way there, Bunnybee did get caught out with the cross, trying to close the door to help her teammates out. But unfortunately for Dark Monkeys, they do not win out that round, and Misfits Black do come out on top. KDO will be investing into this Odin, and Lex will have the operator again. We'll see if they can get any value. Katie does have that from the shadows to use in this round to make maybe a fast rotate onto the A site, and maybe she will, yes, instantly will use that from the shadows to rotate really quickly to have a very fast retake, as Misfits Black have been really good at.
Here we go. Spike has been planted. Misfits Black needing to get that pick. Slandy secures the pick onto Island. Now they are jumping down on the site. Honeybee shot started just a little bit, but has the potential to get some kills there. Instead, falling. And the 100 is not enough to stop this defuse. Grim. Oh, the shot's not connecting. Very, very unfortunate, but Lex, that was another attempt at a stick and another clutch from them after cloud bursting over the spike and simply sticking it. So now it's actually Dart Monkeys on their back foot, 5 in a row from Misfits Black. They have woken up in this half. Dart Monkeys has to figure out what to do, and something I am noticing is those first 2 rounds, they were very, very aggressive. They got quick plants off, got in their post-plant positions right at the beginning, and instead, they're choosing to play these rounds patiently, and it hasn't been working in their favor at all.
Lex looking to meet the players of Dark Monkeys with an operator in hand. She does use the dash, and Island actually punishes that over-aggression shown once again by Misfits Black, and it might be their downfall as they push onto the A side. Autumn tries to maybe destroy any kind of Killjoy utility in the floor. That's actually really smart from her. Slandy is holding from heaven. But it's looking like Dark Monkeys are going to be rotating back, looking to re-clear towards mid. That Killjoy ult will confirm things maybe. They don't actually go anywhere else. They're trying to see if they can sell a fake, and it's actually pulled rotates from Misfits Black. The Sova on their side going towards B main, but Slandy has been holding this very pivotal position, and Vanina will support from Tree as well. 3-2 now. Vanina is hiding in the dark cover. KDO with the Odin is going to spray down Grimoire, pushing onto side. 30 seconds, and Autumn has an operator. Can she win out the 1v2? No one is pushing out. Misfits are playing very, very disciplined at the moment, waiting to hear any kind of spike plant. 14 seconds on the clock. She does have the spike in hand, and KDO will actually maybe start spraying towards, she will start spraying towards the Radiant box in backside. Misfits Black 6-2 now. They have won 6 consecutive rounds in a row.
It is looking great for them. Seems like they figured out what they can do against Dart Monkeys, and take a look at those rounds. Only one was an elimination win. All of the other ones were defuses. So Misfits Black knows what is working, and they're just going to continue doing that. So what can Dart Monkeys do? Well, they have to figure out how to better hold a post plant, whether it be using different utility at different moments, trying to be aggressive, not playing back and holding site defensively. And that is kind of what we have seen work for them in the past. So I'm going to tell them to be more aggressive, unless you're coming face to face with Lex's operator. Island getting taken out very, very early there. Very unfortunate for Dart Monkeys to have lost their duelist this early. That is an instrumental player who has consistently taken space for them and allowed spike plants. So Dart Monkeys kind of at a loss at this moment. Spike making its way down in mid, but Lex is still there lurking with the operator. Just is going to come down to if Dart Monkeys can even out the numbers.
Lex has been consistently getting picks with the op at the very beginning of the round, leaving Dark Monkeys in a bit of the back foot. And consistently, she's not being traded out unless she regresses and gets punished. But as I'm saying, that Autumn will push out towards Tree and get that pick onto Heaven. But that operator shot from Lex does not connect. Bunny B is holding on, but oh, the whip from Lex actually, Bunny B coming out on top, and within a matter of seconds, Dark Monkeys trade themselves out. But it's up to KDO and Odin. Can she win things out in the 1v2? The door will be closed in her face, but so would an operator be in her face too. Bunny B closing things out, and Dark Monkeys a breath of life after this 6 rounds Misfits have won.
Honestly, the fact that Bunny B had the galaxy brain enough to be holding underneath the door with the operator, absolutely brilliant. But also, Katie with that Odin has kind of been running it down. Ascent, one of the only maps where the Odin is consistently bought, and she's gonna go for it yet again. $600 in the bank after that. It is a more expensive gun than a rifle, but Lex has to leave that angle with the operator just due to all of this things being thrown out on B so early on. Now Lex holding from backside, but Dark Monkeys do not actually want to go B. They're going to be rotating all the way through spawn towards A, but Misfits Black has done well. They've kept anchors.
It's going to be a bit of a split, trying to figure out where Misfits Black are playing. That was a really nice start to see. Dark Monkeys with that null command actually stopping any kind of aggression that Misfits Black were going to do. There was going to be a dart towards B main and a very quick push from Lex into B main as well, but that kind of stopped it in its tracks and created a bit of a default coming out from Misfits Black. But the scan from Ibanez does actually connect a little bit of Hunter's Fury onto one person, but doesn't really get too much value. Island is holding on to site with this Blade Storm here. And a very quick clear onto the B site for Dark Monkeys. It's a 4v3 retake.
It has been planted at this point for Dark Monkeys.
What?
Whoa! Ibanez swinging that out, taking down Bunny B, but it is down to Ibanez at this point. They have to continue progressing on the site because this entire time, Spike has been taken down, but Island ready for the swing out, taking that operator shot, and does connect. So Dark Monkeys seeming to take this back into their own hands with 2 in a row. I don't know what it is about these two teams, but they love getting multiple rounds in a row, making our round history look so blocky like that. The Dark Monkeys is doing well. They've actually stopped their own momentum with this timeout, so maybe not the greatest idea. But either way, they are discussing how to even out our scoreline and guarantee them a 6-6 half. They've been doing well these past 2 rounds and have been keeping multiple players alive going into the next one. But Misfits Black may or may not have something up their sleeve.
Jojo, like you said, these teams have, it's written in their plot. Misfits and Dark Monkeys, they're constantly head-to-head, basically winning rounds and rounds in a row. And it looks like one team is ahead, but nope, not. That was just a prank, because Dark Monkeys all of a sudden, after a momentum change, decide to win rounds in a row as well and recover. They have so much endurance. Both of these teams, it's an absolute marathon. This best of 3, and both teams have been holding on very, very diligently and haven't really become complacent at all. And going into this round, it's going to be a bit of a fast take onto the A site, and it looks like Misfits Black are going to be playing A site retake with the Killjoy ult.
Island dashing on the site. This is the beauty of having a Jet player as your duelist already in heaven, and no one for Misfits Black is waiting there for her. Vernina does, although, have that lockdown for a potential retake attempt. Island knows that that's what's coming and denies that lockdown from being placed, getting 2 for herself. Ibanez, Judge Gaming gets the pick onto Island, and actually Slandy getting 1 for themselves as well. But as long as Bunny's still alive, this is not over. Misfits Black just has Slandy left. Okay. Okay. Do I need to wipe my glasses off? What is going on?
Before the switch.
Bunny B, they recover Dark Monkeys so well. A 3K. That aggression she showed in the post, they showed in the post plant, pushing Heaven and actually getting 3 out of it in the end with not really any support from their team. Was absolutely insane from them, holding things down for Dark Monkeys, and it's like it's deja vu right now. 6 rounds in a row, and now 5 rounds, 1 in a row for Dark Monkeys. But KDO is playing very close with the Odin and gets punished instantly by Island. 2 opening picks for her, and actually looking for more. She wants the ace, but Vanina shuts her down. Bunny B, though, gets the trade out onto Vanina. The null command is going to be helping Misfits back. Dark Monkeys, sorry, just a little bit, but it's a 2v4 retake. Last round and a half, so they have to go for it here. The fragment grenade is going to stop the push from into Drea, but Lex and Slandy, they do trade each other out, but they're playing the numbers right now. The right click from Bunny B, so disrespectful. Dark Monkeys recover 6 rounds in a row, and we're is this Haven? Are we going back to Haven? This happened on Haven as well. So, my God, these teams head to head are really want to win out Game Changers Academy and go to that higher spot where they will most likely be versing Lintic Ayo. My God, this is quite the matchup here, Jojo.
It really is. I mean, I don't know if we expected such a close game coming into our top 8 matchup, but Misfits Black are now going to be on their attack half after losing those past 4 rounds. They need this pistol round not only for their mental and for their confidence, but to gain that advantage finally in this game. So you already see 2 players for Dark Monkeys aggressing down mid. Bunny B does get spotted out, but is able to get the kills. Absolutely insane gameplay from them. They stay alive in mid, guaranteeing Dark Monkeys a 5v3 retake. Lex, though, being a little bit sneaky, getting the kill onto Island. Now, Katie planting the spot, and there's no heal at all available for Bunny B as the retake does begin. Katie and Slandy pushing out of this smoke. I don't know if Dark Monkeys is going to expect this. It's just down to 1. Misfits Black needs this. No, SK with the ghost kill on Slandy, and you can see that excitement coming out from Dark Monkeys. That is the pistol round. They're going to be able to afford better guns, and that momentum seems to be building again.
Yeah, off the back of Bunny B's push into Sabrosa, a 2 for 1 basically, and actually not a 2 for 1, a 2 for nil. They didn't get traded at all, and Mrs. Black were scrambling to try and get onto the B side, but there was too much space taken by Dark Monkeys on other sides of the map, and the retake, playing the numbers, went in their favor. They got 2 alive at the end of that retake, so having those opening picks are so monumental for round wins. Slandy with a really nice peek and headshot onto Island. A bit of a trade off, a 4v4 now. This is a save here for Misfits Black, but they look to rotate the spike towards the A side.
But that is not a good rotate call. Look at where Dark Monkeys is stationed. They actually just had Killjoy utility holding out on B site, dedicating the majority of their players over here to A, and Bunny, you know, is absolutely ready for this push out. Shorty Gaming could, though, change something here. Oh my god, the timing. Oh my god, the 0.9 at the
Spike down
perfect
A.
time. Honeybee collecting those 2 kills. Misfits Black not on site yet, and they don't even have possession of the spike. The smoke is just getting sprayed down. Abanez can do nothing about it. 1 HP. And finally, Autumn Spray connects with Abanez, giving Dart Monkeys the win. They're going to be on a bonus in this next round, and Misfits Black has the chance to change that momentum once again.
Once again, we see these teams win out their bonus rounds like in a fantastical fashion every single time. So we'll be looking to see how they play out this round. A full 5 stack towards the B side, and SK is going to be possibly pushing or just throwing a grenade immediately and backing up right off the bat. And oh, that was a nice bunch of util used by Dart Monkeys to try and pressure Misfits Black into pushing, being pushed very far behind. But the dark cover does help even more. But the turret does spot out a flank from Misfits Black, and Bunny B actually getting the opening pick. The crunch is coming through, but Ibanez and Vanina, they recover completely, and the bonus round does not get won by Dart Monkeys. Misfits Black, they hold on to their guns, their rifles, and they go into the next round 7-8 now.
Everything is just so close. I don't even know why it's not coming down to these rounds where there's 1 player left to either defuse or to get that kill on the diffuser. It's these rounds where there's 4 players left alive for Misfits Black or 5 players left alive for Dart Monkeys, and that is just so unexpected for a game that is this close. Typically, you're gonna see those clutches appearing more and more often, but these 2 teams, they just cannot maintain that momentum and that aggression or whatever is working out in their favor for multiple rounds. Lex dashing onto site, about to come face-to-face with 2 players. There is 1 defender. It's going to be Autumn back site, able to secure the first and the second now. Spike in possession of Dart Monkeys on site. And look at this. Misfits Black kept 4 alive, and now, just as I said, Dart Monkeys 5 alive. It really is going back and forth, but not in the way that you would expect.
Yeah, back and forth indeed, and that was such a beautiful hold there for Dart Monkeys. Autumn playing that backside eco position, the clutch position as some may call it, and holding down the backside, waiting until her teammates could just fall through and trade her out just in case, just being that delay, and it worked out in their favor. More defensive aggression being showed by Dart Monkeys here, and Bunny B is just rolling them down with the help of her teammate, their teammate, and now looking for more here, still holding the peaks. Support there from Grimoire as well. And Misfits Black are being completely mowed down on the save. Actually, on their full gun round, sorry.
Bunny B. The amount of multi-kills that Bunny is able to secure is absolutely astounding. And that is one of the great things about having Bunny on your team. No matter what agent you decide to put them on, you know they're gonna pop off. Look at this, 21 and 9. I feel like we mentioned their KDA in every single one of these maps, but it is incredible every single time. And as soon as Misfits Black is able to take Bunny B out of the picture, that is when they're able to start winning these rounds. So Bunny B is the one that they want to keep an eye out for, but unfortunately, this is their save round. Lex has chosen to pull out the Blade Storm here to maybe do a little bit of damage. Grimoire, hearing all of that noise, preemptively destroying the door to make a retake more possible. But now, all of this presence in mid from Misfits. Isla having a Blade Storm of their own as well as the judge. Do they dare peek through this dark cover and go for a pick?
as this has been happening, oh, that was a nice pick onto KDO. There goes the controller for the take on to side. They do have to now run onto the B side with no smokes at all. So all angles will be open market, and also CT as well, and a full setup, a Killjoy setup to run into. It's going to be a meat grinder here. Lex has to get something, and that's... Oh my god, SK is going to get one with the turret, and it's basically one big meat grinder for Dark Monkeys onto the B side. The lockdown was also invested and taken out immediately. Misfits Black made a pretty bad read there, especially when KDO fell. All Dark Monkeys had to do was just wait for Misfits Black to push onto any side and just completely crunch immediately. And that's exactly what they've been doing every single round. They've been working very, very well together. And you can see why they've stuck together for as long as they have as a team.
And if you keep in mind what's going on here, Dark Monkeys have only had one successful retake attempt and defuse. So Misfits Black aren't even getting onto site in order to plant the spike. Hunter's Fury is invested to try and clear out some players on site. Grimoire taken out, but Iluk very, very quickly trading out Katie, getting another one for themselves. It's going to be down to a 1v1 finally, and Lex with the advantage, taking SK by surprise. They're not going to be able to get the plant in, but that is a well-deserved round win for them. I think the chaos they were able to put onto that A site between the Hunter's Fury and just dashing onto site as a duelist player, Dark Monkeys, there is nothing they could really do about it. So here, Misfits Black, even though they just won, they're not going to be looking great in terms of their economy. Two Spectres on the board. Dark Monkeys feeling high and dry. They're not drowning yet because of how many rounds they have won in a row.
Misfits Black will take some space towards mid. There will be a Killjoy bot, but the Suppression Blade actually stops that Killjoy bot, and the Fragment Grenade also going to help all the more. But Island and Bunny B were in such terrible positions for the take onto the B side. It was a mid to B, and it actually takes Misfits Dark Monkeys completely off guard. Autumn is going to connect with the Hunter's Fury, but doesn't actually finish anyone off. Slandy peeking with the operator, closing one down. Autumn with a shock dart, actually gonna get one, making things doable in this 3v1. Autumn is looking pretty healthy, 87 HP. She does have a recon, but Katie hiding in the dark cover, taking down Autumn. There goes the round 9 to 11 now. Misfits Black looking to gain this momentum.
I am just so astounded. I think, you know, at this point we all predicted Misfits Black to make some sort of comeback. They are not going to let Dark Monkeys run away with this. And this is one of the last full buys for Dark Monkeys. Maybe they will have one more secure buy after this, but Misfits Black is slowly breaking that down and building up their own economy as well. So they have to be very, very careful to get these picks. Lex dashing onto site, gonna take out that turret very early on, but SK actually has lockdown. I don't think SK wants to push out here in order to have that to retake this site. But Ibanez is going to be planting the spike in the peak from SK. Unexpected from Slandy, but Lex making it work. Grimoire, no, down to 2 HP, taken out by that frag grenade. Bunny B, last person standing. Opshot misses. First kill is going to go in Bunny's favor. They are aware of where one player is. Oh no, Lex, too good with that phantom headshot, taking out Bunny. And we are one round away from tying it up again. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, back and forth, back and forth. Both these teams recovering when they're at a deficit, and it's so amazing to watch. But also, the timeout will be called out for Misfits Black to possibly use this Killjoy ult that they have available. But coming into this round, Dart Monkeys will have that null command. They will have that that lockdown as well as the Blade Storm and from the shadows. So they have multiple ultimates to use coming into this one of the last few rounds in this series. And Jojo, what are your thoughts? My God, which team do you think will come out on top?
I think it's very, very clear that both of these teams want it. I mean, right?
100%.
Like in that first map, you kind of already saw how much fight both of these teams had in them. I think Misfits Black, maybe due to their roster changes, were a little bit nervous in that initial map, and I'm surprised that they were able to kind of throw away and forget about Breeze and how much of a stomp it was to come
100%.
into this one and actually play this well. Look at this. They're going to be on a full buy. Dart Monkeys can't even put a gun onto Island. She's going to be sticking with that Blade Storm. And I think if this one goes in favor of Misfits Black, we have a chance to see another overtime game. I joked about it earlier. Everyone is tired, and that is definitely true for the players as well. There's a chance for them to start making some mistakes just due to the fatigue and playing Valorant for so many hours in a row. So they want to finish this one as fast as they can. I don't know if anyone was seen or tagged up by that drone. Katie going to be making her way into mid, choosing to back up off of it, and now dedicating the spike over to B.
Island was actually spotted by that drone, but they're looking to play very far back, and I really, really like seeing this because they do, they're just aware of the suppression blade to maybe come through, but it does get destroyed immediately by Autumn, and they're looking to play a bit of a retake situation. They have the ultimates to use for this, but they're actually going to leave one player, Slandy, on the B side to help actually fake things out, and it's actually worked. They'll be rushing very fast on to the A side, which will have a full Killjoy setup on hand, so hopefully it does get destroyed immediately. From the shadows, it gets cancelled, but that's the information they need to full rotate through. Ooh, Island put down to such a low HP with a shock dart. The nano swarms is actually going to delay the plant all the more, but KDO does recover, but Autumn is holding down to the side. Oh no, Ibanez actually gets caught out. Now left in a 1v2 situation. The shock dart does heavy damage. Autumn with a 3k to take Dart Monkeys into match point.
And they can finish that one with an exclamation point. They got baited out. I mean, we saw that lockdown being invested on B site, which is not even where the spike was. And somehow Dart Monkeys still were able to make it work. I mean, this entire series, my jaw has been on the floor, but even more so now after that round. This is gonna be Misfits Black's last chance to bring us to an overtime. They have good guns, but Isla picking up that operator and 2 white shields actually on 2 players for Misfits Black. We see the null command being invested for this attack, and already 3 players are gonna make it onto site. Vernina
No way.
still has lockdown to play for this. SK getting the initial pick, but I think with all of the utility, Misfits Black can still make this work.
100%, and the lockdown invested for Misfits Black to really delay this retake, and it will delay it for quite a while. But Dart Monkeys don't really have too many ultimates to use. Misfits Black will have the Hunter's Fury to use in this post plant as well. Is playing very far back in B main, and that's so smart. They're going to have to push onto side. The lockdown, the alarm bot is going to get destroyed. Island and SK going to take down 2, but there is the nano swarm. There is the post plant. Vernina looking to delay things for Ibanez to finally get the picks with the Hunter's Fury. The time is ticking. Ibanez gets 2 with that Hunter's Fury, but Dart Monkeys do defuse. Beautiful round from Misfits Black. 11-12 now. Misfits are looking to take things into overtime, possibly.
Everything they had was thrown into that round as it should be. Misfits Black
100%.
on a bit of a broken bye, though. I mean, Dart Monkeys, kind of the same story. Grimoire can only buy full shields and a ghost. That is not going to be ideal. This is going to be our last round of normal play. No matter what, either we're going to get an 11-13 scoreline or be forced into OT for a second map in this series. I don't know which one I want, but either way, Lex pushing onto site. Bladestorm in hand, wanting to get a pick, but site is completely clear. Other than Killjoy Utility,
No
and the
way.
spray from Bunny does take down one. It's Slandy who's unable to play any longer. And now some more spray downs. Give even numbers 2v2. Everything comes down to this. It has slowed down. Autumn sneaking around back towards B, has a feeling that B site is going to be one.
Oh, no way.
One,
She's
and Autumn's
Spike
positioning
down B.
absolutely superior, connecting with the headshot
Spike.
onto Ibanez, and so everything comes down to Katie.
Katie in a 1v2 has the dark cover available in 12 seconds, is going to be a little bit vulnerable from that storm grenade, and also the recon going to reveal her too. 40 seconds on the clock in this 2v1. Dart Monkeys are looking to work together, trade each other out in this 2v1. They do have to
30
play as a
seconds
team. The
left.
dark cover going to help things out for Katie to maybe rotate out, but the trade comes through for Dart Monkeys. Match point series. Win out this BO3 and they're going to semis.
Delta, as an observer of that, how are you feeling?
You're muted, Delta.
Speechless. Speechless, right?
I am
Speechless.
exactly. You are exactly right. I mean, what a night for Misfits Black fans and Dart Monkeys fans. I'm speechless. For those who are holding their breath for like the last few series, let's just breathe in and out. Okay. I'm sure everyone was like on the edge of their seat trying to figure out who was going to win that map. But the back-to-back champs stay in the game. Dart Monkeys will be moving on to the top 4 by the skin of their teeth, might I say. It started out, we were a little worried about Dart Monkeys. They lost a few rounds. They lost like 5 points in the first map before being able to put a point down. Then Misfits won that map. We went to the second map where Dart Monkeys won. So each team was able to win their map pick, bringing us to map 3, yet another really close series. So, wow, that was amazing. And might I remind you folks, this is a single elimination bracket. So that's it for Misfits Black, and Dart Monkeys will be able to continue on and try to maintain their crown for Game Changers Academy. I feel the tension in the production room. I'm sure the comms, there was so much tension. Priya, what stood out for you this series?
Definitely the way Dart Monkeys have improved so much as a team. Being together for 2.5 months, they've worked together for quite a little while, and they've gained more of a map pool, and they've been trading together. Their synergy has been growing all the more, and you can see just their ability to endure. No matter if they're at a couple round deficit, they're able to recover consistently throughout the maps, and so was Misfits Black. They both had such endurance for this BO3, but Dart Monkeys had that better map pool. They did win out dominantly in that second map of Breeze, and what stood out to me was definitely Bunny B. Absolutely pivotal player for Dart Monkeys. My god, is just such a flex player. No matter what agent they're on, they're able to frag out almost always on top of the scoreboard. So I'll definitely give them that match and series MVP for sure. So they definitely stood out to me for sure.
Yeah, definitely MVP, winning so many amazing points, 4Ks, 3Ks, just putting down the points. Jojo, how about you? What were your thoughts for today? And for the fade pick for me was very interesting. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
It was very interesting, and I think considering the fact that Dart Monkeys had previously today played on Haven with a different composition, it made it that much more surprising. I think the spot that Fade is in right now in the meta, there's some shifting that, she has to get balanced a little bit more. Riot maybe can look into that in future patches, but while she's in the pool, I think a lot of teams are kind of capitalizing on that and trying to use her abilities to their advantage while they remain as they are. The one thing that I will mention though, Dart Monkeys, like I said, played a completely different composition previously on Haven that worked well for them. So maybe switching Autumn to Fade was their downfall, and it could have gone 2-0 for them. But either way, they were able to come out ahead eventually after that third map.
Yeah, and man, what a third map that was. Thank you, Jojo and Priya, for casting that amazing series. It was so close, and y'all did it justice. So, Dart Monkeys again moving on to the top 4, and we do know who will be joining them in the top 4. We have Lintic KO, Team Opulence Black, as well as Team Mystic Venus. So that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining us at yet another VCT Game Changers Academy presented by Verizon. You don't want to miss tomorrow, where you'll see the semifinals and the grand finals broadcasted tomorrow. It'll start at 12 p.m. Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern. So the question is, can Dart Monkeys keep their crown? Come back tomorrow to find out. Take care.
Guess I know that you do just what you're told. I'll be your heart and temptation.